Greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome to the Crypto Truth, where I give you the truth as I see it. As you can see, this is not very, well, none of my videos are very professional, but I just wanted to communicate and talk with you guys. I have a lot of thoughts, and as you guys can see, I'm on a little bit of a road trip, so I just thought I'd communicate with you guys. Hopefully the road noise isn't too loud, but there's a lot going on in the world, and I'm gonna I just been working 6 days straight, and then I work another 2 days, and then I'm off over the weekend. It's been a crazy 2 weeks. Really, it's been a crazy 2 weeks. My birthday happened, and then I had to go through some training, and then there was some special stuff going on with my new job and stuff. So anyway, let's get into more important things. And the most important thing I want to bring up, and I feel like this is very important, because this is going to affect us. And I know that a lot of people are like, dude, this is a crypto channel, why are you going here? For any of you guys who don't know me, I'm a human being, so I'm going to express my opinion the way I want or can. And honestly, if you don't want to hear my opinions, I totally understand, and you can just flip to another channel. In this case, I really want to talk. I'm going to talk about everything, including, I'm going to go from everything. I'm going to talk about everything, just everything. Okay, so first and foremost, this conflict that's happening in the world right now. You guys know what's happening. I'm not gonna mention it because of certain reasons, but these wars that are happening, absolutely ridiculous. And we have to get to a point to where we're as a world, as you know. One of the problems that a lot of people have, especially over here in America, for some of you guys, over here in America, we have a way of only seeing things through our eyes, right? Like, I was thankfully, I was kind of lucky to be able. I don't know what you call it lucky, but when I was in the military, I was able to go to different places and go to different countries. And my job as a loadmaster, I was able to go to, many different countries in a short period of time, and that was wonderful. It gave me a new outlook on certain things. It did change my viewpoints on a lot of my things that I grew up with, but then again, I'm a very philosophical person, and I did notice that over across seas, a lot of people are, especially over in certain areas, they're more philosophical. Yes, it's not really here in America. A lot of people here in America are not philosophical, and I can get into that discussion later. But my point is that there's a lot that I have seen. There's a lot of places that I have been, and throughout the whole entire world, I am seeing the same thing, especially when it comes to this, when it comes to war. I think it's highly disrespectful. Now, disrespectful is the wrong word. I think, as I see it, we have a major, and I brought this up before, but I'm gonna say it again. We have a major extremist problem. And those extremists usually derive from religion. I know some of you guys are religious out there. You guys know my background of how I used to be extremely religious, but just hear me out for a second here. I said extremists. We have gotten to a point in the U.S., we were in this war on terror, right? This war on terror. And I've said this many times before. And I said it before. I know I said it before on this channel, but I say it again. You absolutely, positively cannot destroy an idea. You can't do it. I've been religious. I've had a faith-based religion. There's a difference between religion and faith, and it's really difficult for me to even say it because I understand the differences. But I've been an extremely religious, I'm just going to go with religious person, all of my life. Just about all of my life. I would say if I had to put a 78%. And it wasn't until my 30s, my early 30s, my birthday just came up, so I don't know how old I am. I'm pretty old. My early 30s, that I was not. When you live in a world where people feel comfortable destroying someone else's life, they feel comfortable hiding behind innocent people or civilians, I find that to be highly disgusting. These people, these humans, are pulling the same playbook as what they were, as the same playbook as a lot of other terrorists. And the playbook is this. We go around, create terror on a larger nation or whatever, because they want to be heard, seen, whatever their belief is. We destroy, we plunder. But the most important thing is you take hostages. Because if you don't take any hostages, then the other country or state or whatever you're up against is just going to wipe up everything. It's just going to destroy everything. They're going to kill everything that they see. And obviously, that is a response. I don't want to get into what should happen. I definitely don't want to touch that. If you guys want, I can make a whole entire video of how I would run a country, but I don't think that is my forte, and I don't want to go that direction. But I'm going to go in that direction slightly. It is important for us to realize that these types of factions are going to continue because it's working. The United States of America is one of the biggest countries, the best countries out there, powerful countries out there. And I said one of the best. I'm not going to get into why it's not the best. Top. It's because it's one of the best in the country. Excuse me, I'm turning here. I want to make sure that I stay safe while I'm driving. You guys know how that is. But they went 20 years in a war on terror that did not work because you cannot destroy an idea. You cannot, and I was over in Afghanistan. I'm talking about the exact same places that they, where the Taliban took over. I was walking on those, I was patrolling that area. I was at those gates. I know that base. I know it. And what I'm trying to tell you is that even when I was there, I'm like, a lot of the Afghanis have the same mentality. Hold on, not an extremist mentality. They have the same viewpoints as those who were part of the Taliban. Now, they didn't take extreme measures. They have differences in opinions and ideas on how they form their philosophy around their religion, right? So they understand that their actions are very, very different. And the Taliban's actions were, hey, we, and this happened. Like I talk with Afghanis, and they tell me, hey, look, you're going to work for them because a lot of people work for them because their kids or their children or their cousins or their aunties, and they're all under hostage. They're hostages, and they will kill you. That's straight gang member stuff. Like over here in the United States, is gang shit. Excuse me. So you can understand that this type of mentality, it only breeds more war. We need to get to a place to where, and I do have a solution, but again, we're not going to talk about what my solutions are, but we need to get to a place where no matter how extreme someone is, they still have a respect for life and what we deem as life, as a collective whole, as a collective world. We need to have respect for life, and killing people, innocent people, or people who don't have anything to do with you, to just snuff them off the face of the earth. Yeah, I think we need to redefine a lot of things, and that's the problem with this world today. I think that if you look at a lot of places, if you look at how our world is there's a great divide. I believe that if there's plenty of bountiful things on this earth, I don't understand why we can't just share. It just really boggles my mind, but it doesn't boggle my mind because humans can't handle power. Humans can't handle the responsibility of being in charge of someone else. And then there's also greed, and there's arrogance, right? There's this bit of arrogance that, oh, I'm a bigger country, I'm over you. Oh, I have more money than you, I'm over you. Like, or I have more power than you, which is true. They do have more power. Depends on what really depends on what you call power, but we will go into definitions. I'm not going to go into definitions in this video. So all I'm saying is, and I'm going to end it right here because I have as you guys can see, I can go on rabbit trails for days. This isn't going to end anytime soon. And this is going to have an impact on the crypto market. How much, I don't know. Let's switch gears a little bit. FTX, obviously, this week FTX has been going through their trials, or Sam Bankman-Fried, FTX, whatever you want to call it. And they are, they throwing this dude under the bus. His ex-girlfriend, whatever you want to call her, she threw him under the bus. The CEO, I forgot the guy, threw him under the bus. So, yeah, it's not looking good for Sam Bankman-Fried. However, in the United States of America, there are ways, technicalities to get away with all kinds of things. So we never know. Hell, somebody got away with murder. Due to insufficient evidence, right? And it was very clear, like it's clear and clear. But our justice system is an issue, and how people view others is an issue. There are a lot of people who, and I know this because I've had people tell me this. Chris, you need to dress better. You need to You need to look more professional. You need to walk a certain way. And I told him, you know what? I talk a certain way. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not going through all of that. If human beings want to continue to jump into the mindset that, oh, it looks good, so it must be good, go right on ahead. You look a certain way, so you either must be intelligent or not intelligent. Please, by all means, live your life the way you want. If we look at how our world is today, this is why they got messed up with Sam Bankman. This dude completely snowed a lot of people in the United States. And obviously the top one, one of the biggest one, he called himself Mr. Wonderful. I don't know. I like to call him Mr. Crumble, because this dude, like, he crumbles under pressure and he lies straight to people's teeth. And then people are still eating up what he says. These people are intelligent beings. I'm not calling them dumb at all. But what I am telling you is they're extremely deceiving. If you look at what Sam Bankman-Fried did, he donated money to both the Democrats and the Republicans. And he was like, nah, we're going to even this thing up. I'm going to give you half, give you some, and then, we'll be good. All of this backdoor stuff. Guess what? Is anybody talking about that right now? These are people that make rules and regulations and everything else in between. And the Senate, House of Representatives, and nobody's talking about it. I'm telling you, there's a lot of stuff going on. Let's switch gears even more. It seems to me that Ripple, XRP, once again, the SEC has been denied, rejected again. I don't know how many losses that you have to take before you you know what, I'm gonna call it a night, and I'm gonna sleep on this for a long time and then reconvene. Now, many of you guys know I'm a huge gamer. I love games. But I used to play a lot of RPG games, and there was one game. What was it? Come on. I know it. It's was it Snake Eater? Anyway, it was one of the gosh, I haven't played those games in so long. And they stopped making them too. But anyways, it was an espionage game. Like, you're sneaking around. I like sneak around games. I don't like those shooter games like Call of Duty and stuff like that. Like oh, you're dead. Like, oh, I shot you. Like, I don't know. It's just boring to me. Maybe it's because I was in the military, but I don't think so, because there's a lot of people who are in the military that they love those games. They eat that up all day long. Like, I don't understand. It's not my MO though. But I do like sneaking around games where you sneak around and then, you got to find this, and you got to go here, you got to solve a puzzle here and stuff like that. Like, I love games like that. And then this one game, I was stuck. And for many of you guys, you have two options when you continue to get stuck. I was stuck on this boss for like 4 hours that I'll never get back in my life. And I'm like, I'm done. I tried over and over and over and over again, and I kept losing, and I'm like, this game is cheating, I'm out. And then I turned off the game for 4 months. For 4 months I didn't play that game again. 4 months. I turned back the game on. I turned the game back on, and I beat it on the first try when I turned it back on. I don't know why some people just can't take a sabbatical and just really think about what they're doing. I don't think the SEC is really thinking about what they're doing. They're just, I'm just going to fight back. Now, these guys are intelligent guys. So my point, this is my view. My view is that they're all idiots, which they're not, or they're stalling, which they are. They are stalling for what? I don't know, but they are stalling. And it is apparent to me that it's definitely apparent that once things get back on track, FTX is, I don't know, Sam Bankman-Fried is charged, everything ends. We have, I honestly think that within the next half a year or so, that the other war that started, is going to end. That's my own personal opinion, but that's because of our finances. I don't know if they can handle the finances, especially after what has happened recently. So there's that. So that ends. Then, as you guys know, there's a presidential race coming up soon in the United States. Let me tell you something. When there's a presidential race, the president want to make sure that right before you vote, the world is nice. The world is good. And I think that the Fed is going to raise interest rates, and I'm going to lean on the research that I've done. I think the Fed is going to raise interest rates one more time, and then that's it. And then once they raise it one more time, they're going to leave it there. And then at the start of next year, when debates and all of this stuff start happening, when the meat and potatoes, the primaries for the Republicans are almost done, and the meat and potatoes are there, it's going to be a ride. I am telling you. And not only that, but like we said, what they call it? The halving is happening. So you want to make sure that you position yourself very, very well. Please do your own research. As I always say, please do your own research. You want to make sure that you position yourself very well so that you can move forward in your life and your goals. Make sure that you are on a good exchange or a safe exchange, or where when you want to exit the market, when you need to, you can. One of the things that happened to me at the last bull run is the fact that I was in a Turkish exchange, and at this point in time, they shut down a lot of Turkish exchanges. And I'm like, oh, I got to get out of that. So I got out. However, I did not get in time because when the bull run happened, I was unable to receive my funds. It happens. It happens to the best of us. It happens to everybody. Make sure that and then obviously after that, I got a ledger, and then, I got a little bit on that. So now I'm trying to kind of sort of recoup a little bit. But yeah, please make sure that you're in a good exchange, because what good exchanges will allow you to do is to at least put your money into a stable coin, so that then when things calm down, you can exit the market. A lot of times what exchanges do is, oh no, we're having technical difficulties because all the transactions and stuff like that. Try to be careful on what you're doing. At least be able to put your crypto into a stable coin of that exchange, and then later on you can get back to it and say, hey, you know what, it is what it is. You know for a fact that the stable coin is not going to crash 90 or 80% after a major bull run. It's just not going to happen. So it may get to 0.999999, but that's about it. So yeah, it's so that's what's happening. That's my my thoughts on that. Let's switch gears again and get into HoloChain. I'm seeing a lot of buzz, and I'm seeing a lot of activity with Holochain. I'm seeing a lot of maturity. I'm not seeing really a lot of maturity and as far from a business aspect. But one other thing. Oh man, I forgot to tell you guys. Okay, no, I gotta tell you guys this, because this is one of the things that I really had wanted to say. I was gonna put it in my next video, but I'm on the road, and I got a lot of stuff to do today. But remember that Donald Lee guy? I was like, what happened to him? And I don't know if you guys remember, I was like, what happened? Did something bad happen? Blah, 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 blah. Everything is between. Then I ran into a holo, what was it? Like, I guess he was talking about his Holoport. And he said, hey, I have a Holoport for sale. It's a Holoport Plus. This is back in 2022. Obviously, when he had left, because I hadn't seen him in a while. And he said, I don't have time for this project anymore. And, he's trying to sell it. Now, here we go. You guys have seen so many YouTubers of content, right? They're making these videos. Look at their videos. They're making these awesome intros. They're doing great. They're intelligent people. Like this guy, Donald Lee, I think he's a very intelligent guy. I do think that I think that a lot of people don't relay information properly or for the right cause. Like for me, when I make my crypto videos, it is clear that I'm not doing this for like extreme popularity. I'm gonna be a millionaire. I'm gonna be the best content creator out there. Oh my God. Like, oh no. My purpose, my purpose is twofold. My purpose for this, and I've said this before. Number one, I ain't got nobody to talk to about crypto. Nobody over here in America knows about Holochain, blockchain. I mean, they know about the major parts, but they don't really want to talk about it deeply. People over here trying to work, they ain't got time for this. They don't understand it. We got kids and adults that could do all kinds of stuff, but they're not interested. So, in a nutshell, only from a crypto standpoint, I'm lonely, and I don't have anybody else to talk to. So I was like, you know what? I will make videos, and then I will be able to share with other people, and they can communicate with me, which has been great, by the way. And I know a lot of you guys are like, oh, well, you don't have a lot of subscribers and stuff like that. I don't care if it was 2 or 3 people. I think it's very awesome that I've met a lot of people or spoken to a lot of people or communicated with a lot of people throughout the crypto space, and because I really like this space. So so that's number one. Number two, I've seen multiple bull runs and not be able to make any kind of money whatsoever. And part of the reason is because I was going through a lot of hard times, and it's kind of hard to go through anything when you're going through a lot of difficult things. And many of you guys remember when I wouldn't say I was in bad shape, but financially, I'm still not in a good shape financially, but it is what it is. But financially, I was worse, and now I'm building myself back up. I finally got a job after 2 years. It's been crazy. So this bull run, I definitely intend to be successful, but I want you guys to understand, and I've talked about this. I want you guys to understand that you need to make sure that you find a game plan. At every price point, have a game plan of what you want to do, especially after you do your research and put in for your crypto. So, actually, I do have a third reason. A third reason is because I'm a Holochain supporter. I'm extremely critical, and I just basically I try to look at it from a non-emotional point of view. Like, I try not to put my emotions in there, but it happens because I'm human. But going back to this guy Donald Lee, he said he doesn't have time for this project. If you look at a lot of his videos, you can see that he really wants to educate people. But I don't think he was doing it for all the right reasons. And you have to look at the bigger picture. And Holochain, the Holo organization, I don't know if you guys know this, but I mean, they move slow. I mean, real slow. Information comes out slow. Their AMAs, they don't even hold AMAs anymore because, I'm glad they I'm sort of glad they don't hold AMAs anymore because they don't have all the answers. If you don't have answers and stuff, because their AMAs, they kept answering the same question over and over and over again, dodging around the main things that people really want to know. And unfortunately, they entered the crypto market. That's what they did. And so, once you have a product out there, or a token, as I stated before, I'm not going to beat this with a dead horse. You cannot offer people things and then say, well, don't worry, it's going to be worth something. And then 4 or 5 years later, they got nothing. In this case, I remember when Donald, that is, I don't know if that's his real name, but I remember when he put up a video about the Holoport, and he was talking about how much data it eats and for Wi-Fi and different things like that. As you guys know, I have a Holoport. I have a very good internet connection, so I feel like I'll be fine. But for some of you guys who don't have a good internet connection, I don't know if you need a Holoport. I'm just saying, because it does eat quite a bit of gigs. But anyway, yeah. So I don't think. And then he went into this whole thing before he left. Right? He went into this whole thing of friendship and people that you don't like, and he even said something about. I think he was really just trying to make money. He was talking about some, I guess, Patreon and that, you gotta spend money to hang out with people that, you feel is, a certain level. I don't remember exactly. Excuse me, you guys. I don't remember exactly, but okay, the cop just passed by. Good thing he passed by, right? But anyway, sorry, I got sidetracked. So I think he was going through a lot of life-changing stuff. But I said all of that to say this: he's not the only one. There was Mindful Cog. There's a couple of other people that are making videos, and there's a reason why I'm one of the only ones. I can't say the only one, but I'm one of the only ones from back in the day that are still hanging around. Why? Because my life is not my life is not dependent on the success of Holochain. Yes. Will there be advantages of Holo or Holochain? Will there be advantages? Are there ways that people can create income? Yes. Is there ways to create change? Yes. But here's the thing. This project is moving so damn slow. And the communication and the answers that people need is frustrating. It really is. And when you put your emotions in there and you're dead and you're like, oh man, I found this great project. Like it's gonna change the world. And I've always said this, and this is very true. Just think about it. a flame flickers out right before it's at its brightest. People, you've got to have a steady flame. You've got to look at things from a natural point of view and be able to move forward. Now, there are a lot of negative Nancy's out there. Oh my God. See, and then there's the opposite, right? There are people who were like, oh, I can't stand this project, but they got 2 million hot. I can't handle this project, but they got 9 million hot. Oh my God, when are they gonna start? They don't even talk about the token or We're Lambo and AMA. Yet they're still in Twitter and they're still wasting their lives away talking about this project. Now, I don't know about you guys, but if you guys have seen my videos, I don't waste my time talking about projects that I don't care about. I just don't. So if you don't like the project or if you don't like where it's going, get out. It's as simple as that. Make your life a whole lot easier on yourself. But the reason why they don't is because they know that there is a slight chance that they could be wrong and that they could make a lot of money if they play their cards right in the crypto space. Same thing with HOT. Some people made a butt ton of money in the last bull run, and I'm gonna name a guy that I followed. He had like just a few subscribers, and then he just jumped in. Why? Because he's talking logic, and then people are making money in the crypto space. As you guys know, I'm not here to be a financial advisor and tell you how you can win $1 million. I can't do it. I can't do it. But other people have, and then they go, and then their bull run happens, and then they're all of a sudden they're famous and they're making a lot of money. I'm not going to tell you the guy, but there are a couple of guys out there. They're doing great. They're doing great in life. They go out, they buy a new house, they take care of themselves. They were in bad situations. I love it. It's great. They're moving forward. But now they become content creators, and then they kind of forget. They kind of forget where they were, right? They kind of forget that, oh, wait a second. And the same thing won't happen to me. I know it because I know myself, but there are some people out there, their messages change. Their way of their outlook of, oh my God, I know this, it changes. And so yeah, I really feel like these content creators that go in, and they're not here to educate you. They're here to just tell you, hey, this is how I feel like you can make a lot of money. If you make a lot of money, the positive side is to that you get more subscribers, which means that you get more. Oh, and by the way, I think I've made a promise to myself, because I know a lot of you guys. I can't now, but I made a promise to myself. No matter how big this channel gets, I don't want commercials. I don't want endorsements. I'm not gonna do any. What are those things called? Where people sponsors. Like, I don't want that. I'm terrible at it anyway. Like, can you guys see me? Oh, Bold Shine. Hey, man. Yeah, so I know that you guys want to hear about crypto, but first off, let me tell you about Bald Shine. It really shines your bald head. I don't know, man. I just, I don't know. It's just not me. But I do like to talk about true things. I have had a couple of emails about people wanting me to sponsor their videos, or excuse me, sponsor me for my videos and stuff like that. But that was back when obviously HOT took off. I had more subscribers, and then and I think they look at the subscriber count and be like, oh, he got a lot of subscribers, or oh, he's on the up and up. Let me get in on this early, and so that I'll become a sponsor for him early, so that when if or whatever he have all these subscribers, now he can make a lot of money. I have noticed that a lot of people are going to sponsors. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. And I honestly, I feel like if anything, what I'll do If I want to make, in the future, if I want my videos to be more professional, I'm just going to allow someone else to take over the channel with my same thoughts. It's not take over, but with my same thoughts, different level of communication, different ways of doing things, but I want them to kind of sort of manage it. But that's going to be way, 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 way far in the future when and if I don't have time to make videos. As you guys see, I'm busy trying to survive just like everyone else is. So it is what it is. One of the reasons why I make longer videos, and I am going to, now, many of you guys know I'm not a Republican or a Democrat. I'm definitely an independent. I don't lean one way or the other, and I do think that a lot, both sides are extreme. And I said that word a lot in this video, but both sides are extreme. One person said something that I really did like, and he's a Republican, but Vivek Ramaswamy, here's what he said, that a lot of people, he feels like a lot of people are more intelligent and that they can get into the meat and potatoes of what needs to be. And if they don't vote for him because he's a little bit too difficult to understand, or if he's going too deep, whatever it is. Now, he's a great speaker. Do I believe everything he says? Hell no. But at the same time, or do I agree with his philosophies and stuff like that? Again, no. There's a lot of reasons why, but he's right. And I kind of adopt that same mentality when it comes to crypto. Like, you guys see me when I talk about holochain, or when I talk about the different blockchains, right? And I send people to Blockchain 101, and I say, hey, these are the different what's the word? Oh my goodness, my brain is going bad. But oh my god. Anyway, I just had a blank, and that's weird. But anyway, there are four main. There's holochain, blockchain, DAG, Hashgraph. So those four. You guys know what I'm talking about. I don't know why I can't think of the damn word. That's actually embarrassing, but there's been a lot going on. I've been in class for the last 6 days / working, so I've been doing a whole lot. My brain is indeed fried. I will admit that. But that's the reason why I haven't been making a lot of videos. But I don't care about. I like making long videos because, yes, I know a lot of people don't have a lot of time. Maybe you can just pause the video and then move forward. But look, if you want 2-3 snap of 5 seconds or 5 minutes of worth of material, and you think it's going to change your life, then go right on ahead. But a lot of people, if you look at, and I'm not comparing myself to these people, but if you look at Jordan Peterson, if you look at a lot of the TED Talks and some of the TED Talks and stuff like that, a lot of them are hours long. And why? Because you just can't say, you just can't put everything into a soundbite. And I think everybody wants sound bites. And nobody really wants to really take a look at their own personal life. Don't make your life a soundbite. Really dig deep in what you want in your life and where you're trying to go in your life. And the things that you're doing. Be extremely critical of yourself. It's one of the things that I'm really, really good at. I'm really, really good at. A lot of people know I'm extremely critical of myself, especially when it comes to work, when I have a job, when it comes to me improving myself, my eating habits, different things like that. I am always criticizing myself, wondering, okay, what else could I learn? What else can I do? How can I change my life? These are things that I'm always continuously thinking of. And I think you guys need to do the same for you. Not for my damn videos. Like, my videos aren't gonna, well, to some degree, but I can't get my point across in 5 minutes. I just can't. It just won't happen. Sorry. So, I'm just letting you guys know that there's a lot of changes there. On a side note, this is the last thing because I'm almost approaching an hour, so obviously you could have kind of expected that to happen, but my girlfriend and I got back together, and things are a whole lot better, and so we're hoping that continues. Maybe get a little bit deeper into a relationship, but yeah, things are good on that front. So for me this year, things are kind of sort of on the up and up. I got a job. My girlfriend and I are back together, and I move forward with life. And I'm improving myself. I'm able to maybe take, maybe $100 or $200 and put it into crypto now. And that's wonderful. I was holding my stuff for a long period of time. Obviously, there's certain things that you have and that you don't have, and I wasn't able to get as far as the last bull run, but this next bull run is going to be crazy. I personally believe it's going to be wild, but I'm going to go ahead and close it right there. As I always say, you guys, please do your own research, and last but not least, out of everything out there in this world, I always say this: please protect yourselves, be safe out there, okay, you guys? All right, take it easy. Bye, you guys.